Okay, so the Thunder and drop coverage. Ja Morant's dribbles picked up. Stop. So if you're Jalen Williams here, you cannot leave your feet. Okay, I think he's trying to leave his feet to get a deflection on this pass. You can't do this. Stay in front of Ja Morant. Like, you leave your feet and you just all of a sudden gave him this opportunity. If you're Josh Giddey, you cannot be staring at the ball. You need to get your feet set in a defensive stance. Josh Giddey is literally none of those things, so now Dylan Brooks can get it with Giddey off balance and get an open jumper. If you're Pokusevski here, you got to get your feet set, okay? So wherever you're dropping to, you got to be able to stunt at the ball while also recovering to Steven Adams. Like, you've lost here. Look at this. You're trying to go uphill to stunt at the ball. You move your feet. So now you're not going to be able to get over to Steven Adams. I mean, again, where is Pokusevski? You got to get up here. Your feet have to be set. You got to be able to stunt at the ball and recover. Like, Pokusevski here is just backpedaling. You're not doing anything. Okay, this zone's a disaster. You have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander guarding no one. Can't happen. Like, this, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's got to take Dylan Brooks. This player's got to take the middle of the zone. This player has to go here. When you leave somebody, when you're not guarding anyone in the zone, you're leaving somebody in it. Come on, sprint back. There is no reason that Brandon Clark gets ahead of you if you just sprint. But this Thunder player is not. All right, I mean, you got to stay connected to your man until this screen is set and this player comes off the screen. Then your ball screen defense starts to initiate. But if you just become unattached to your man waiting for a ball screen, well, this player just slipped it and now you're in trouble. Yeah, I mean, you're in drop coverage right here. Jalen Williams seems fine dropping. So why is this player coming over in backside help? Like, look at this. Like, Brandon Clark isn't anywhere close to you. I mean, organized in transition. Who has the ball right now? Who's got this player have the ball? Fine. Then right now, Jalen Williams got to find somebody else to guard. And you just have two people guarding the ball for way too long. Okay, you just cannot be staring at the ball. Look at Aaron Wiggins, just staring. Well, now you're not ready to guard. Like, okay, there's got to be some communication here. I mean, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to have to take this player here, I guess, and this player's going to have to sprint to the corner. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say because this player's not getting over here. So, like, the longer it takes anyone to rotate. What is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing? You got to get attached to your man, obviously. Like, you can't be this far off. Look at this. So Dylan Brooks is going to set a cross screen, so you need to be attached to him anyways. So when Jaren Jackson comes through, you can jam him, knock him off his spot, but you're staying attached to Dylan Brooks. I mean, I don't even know what's going on right now. Lazy defense from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Why are you staring at the ball? You got to see your man too. You should also be up here in a defensive stance with your feet set since you're not helping or doing anything really. Like, you're just in no man's land. So now, okay, you're still staring at the ball. Now Dylan Brooks catches this and you're out of position. If you're Pokusevski, this is Ja Morant. Let's get up a little bit. Again, feet have to be set. It doesn't matter where you are. You've got to keep your feet set so you can stunt at the ball and recover. Like, this is, feet are not, like, you're just backpedal. Like, this is not, you're not guarding anything. I mean, here's the problem. Why is Jalen Williams backpedaling? I don't like, even if the screen gets set, you want to fight over it anyways. So where are you going? So you just backpedaled into a screen when you had all this space to go over it. So now look what happened. So now this player's got to step up, okay, and guard the ball. And what does that mean? Well, now Steven Adams is going to have inside position now. Come on, where's Jalen Williams going? You're guarding Ja Morant. Josh Giddey is fine here. Like, what? What? Okay, I mean, this really should be a switch. This Thunder player's off balance. He's not going to be able to guard Ja Morant. Like, you're not in front of Ja Morant. So really, this, instead of this player fighting over the screen, this should be a switch. This player has a chance to get his feet set in a defensive stance. Like, look at this. So, okay, you got over the screen. Wonderful. Well, you're still off balanced. Okay, so the Thunder are trapping here. You got to get your rotations organized. So if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's coming here, he's got to say something, and then the player that went to trap would come over here. What can't happen is two people rotating to where the ball goes. Okay, if you're Josh Giddey here, instead of jumping for this rebound, why don't you first worry about boxing out? By the way, then Jeremiah Robinson-Earl can easily get this rebound. Like, that you have to box out. These are 50-50 balls if you don't. So it can go either way, and it went the other way. Get organized. So is Josh Giddey guarding the ball? Okay, then this player's got to stay around in this area here so that he can guard. Like, look at Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. Why did you just backpedal like that? I mean... Okay, I mean, this is an unnecessary double team. This player's fine. If you're Josh Giddey, you got to stay home here. All right, and I guess if Josh Giddey wants to double for some reason, then this player here's got to help the helper then. I mean, you just can't have Josh Giddey standing in the middle of nowhere and no one does anything. You're Alexei Pokusevski here. Please sprint back instead of be frustrated. Be frustrated during a dead ball, not a live ball. Look at Pokusevski. Okay, we got a down screen right here. Like this player here, Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, you got to get attached with your arms out so this player can't curl. You force him out so this player has time to get over the screen. You give this player no time to get over the screen, so now you're not going to be able to guard this handoff. Here's your disaster right here. I mean, are you switching this screen? It looks like you have to. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, if he's coming up to switch, you got to say it. What cannot happen here is, look at this. We have two players going to the ball. So now you can't guard this ball screen. Josh Giddey's forced to double, and there you go.